Whoa.
Whoa. Call to order the school committee meeting, October 24th, 2024. I think Mr. Wittridge has someone he'd like to lead us in the pledge.
Hazel DeFeo, I heard you want to come up and do the pledge for us. Would you please come on up here and lead the pledge? But you're shaking no. You got to come on up. Come on, Hazel. Come on. Everybody give her a round of applause. Get her up here. Come on, Hazel. Okay. Not happening? All right. I tried.
Then Tommy will lead us.
Oh, thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, I'm not leading again. That was terrible.
Mr. Fisher?
Here.
Mr. Hatch? Mrs. Mastrocola? Mr. Wittridge?
Here.
John will be late. Here. So, we have a motion to go to executive session. I think we're going to take that out of order. Do I have a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion, Mr. Chair.
Chair seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So we'll do that at the end. We have the report of the school committee chair. So this is not a lot that I want to go over tonight. First, I'd like to say the athletics teams are doing unbelievable. I really am excited about what's happening at the high school, and I know we have our athletic director here tonight. But the girls' soccer has senior night on Saturday, October 26th, at the Saugus High School field, the turf field, Sereno Stadium. The ceremony starts at 5:40. Love to have you guys come and show your support. Also, special guest includes SYSA Girls Soccer, who will participate in the senior ceremony. So, pretty excited about that. Secondly, and I'm just going to be quick about this, we had someone get up and talk about question 2 last week, and I would just suggest everyone do their own due diligence on question 2. Just quickly, if it passes, the students will still need to take the 10th grade MCAS, but it would no longer, they'd no longer have to earn a passing grade or other state approval to graduate. So just like a shift like that would empower the local school districts, classroom, teachers, officials. But it also, if it passes, would make Massachusetts one of the few states without a common graduation standard. So there's just some things like that. MCAS requirements, I think, really prevent a student from getting a diploma, but it could be something to help. I think it would help the, oh, that's okay. People need to get in. I think it would also help, the ELLs and the special ed. So I would just encourage everyone just to do their own research and decide how you guys feel, I think I'd turn it over to these guys. We are not taking a stand as a committee because everyone's an individual, and I think that's what voting's about. It's about individual preferences. So that's why I stand on that. And the other thing, just quick, I would say, just get out and vote. There's an election coming up. It's Civics 101. That's why we're here in this country. Everyone has a right to vote, and everyone's voice should be heard. So that's really all I have to say. I'll turn it over to you guys if you have anything.
I'm actually I'm going to skip it this week because we got a lot of people here that want to talk about some good stuff. Nobody wants to hear me talk, so.
Fewer people want to hear me talk, so.
I know the feeling. So we got the report of the superintendent.
Yep, thank you. We do have a lot of people here tonight. We have a athletic presentation, enrichment presentation, and a field trip. But I just wanted to say a couple things. For the upcoming meetings, the next one is on November 14th. You're going to have an MCAS analysis from the principals. Whitson's will be making a presentation as well, and there'll be hopefully updates from the student representatives about Spirit Week and Color Day that's coming up in November. And on December 5th, the presentation of the school improvement plans by the principals will be the focus area on the agenda. I just want to give you a heads up on that. I do want to remind everybody, while Mr. Serino was talking about the election day, November 5th, the election day, November 5th, that Tuesday, there is no school for students. The teachers will be in school on a professional development day, but there'll be no school for students. I know they're all broken up about that. One more thing, I sent out a all-call, a Blackboard Connect, asking people to refrain from dropping students off on the highway or the off-ramps or the overpasses. It's just dangerous, so I'd rather be safe. So I wanted to say that again.
Is it frowned upon to drop your kids off in traffic? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think it's safe to stop on the highway or the off-ramps or the overpass.
Yeah.
Do not drop them off on southbound Route 1.
That's me. And the last thing I did want to say, and it's a lead-in to what's going to be presented from the enrichment group, I did get a chance this afternoon to attend the Theater Basics Enrichment Group production of The Jungle Book. It was at 3:15. There were probably 400 people in the Belmonte Auditorium, and it was outstanding. I'm sure they're going to mention it as well, but I did want to note that was really, when you put an enrichment program in, you hope that it has a big impact, you hope that that it's widespread, but just seeing so many parents and so many students there to share the experience, and the kids did an amazing job. So I did want to say that as well. So I think that's all I have, and if I think of anything else, I'll let you know.
Excellent. So we'll move on to reports from Saugus High School. Do we have any student representatives here
I
tonight?
think I see one.
Get up and mention your name. We'll love these reports.
Good evening.
Well, you have a partner with you. Is she going to get up?
Oh, I'll get it.
More support. Good evening. My name is Rihanna Bitto. I'm the class of 2028's class representative. I just wanted to apologize for not being able to be here for the last meeting. I do have a couple of things I would like to talk about. So we do have our Color Day theme all picked out in writing. We also have our class t-shirts. They're ordered, but if you didn't get a chance to get any of them, we do have some extras. So in case if anyone didn't get to buy one, we have some extras. And that's basically it.
What's
You guys-
your class theme?
I was going to say,
What's the class theme?
can't get away that quick.
We're doing Super Mario.
Oh, nice. You guys already got some plans in place here?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's an uphill battle, because those juniors and seniors always seem to kind of pull something out, so you guys got to,
You know the seniors always start with points on the board, right?
absolutely.
Our script is almost all done, so we're ready to start rehearsing.
Awesome.
Well, awesome. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Next, moving on to new business, we have a presentation on the status of the athletic department, and we have Mr. Serino, our athletic director.
Thank you for having me. Before I begin, I just wanted to recognize a few groups that kind of go behind the scenes in terms of athletics. Our DPW and our facilities crew have been instrumental in our fall season and making sure that all of our facilities are up and running. Anything goes wrong, they're there in 2 seconds to help us fix it. So I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize those two groups and making sure our community understood how important they are to not just the schools, but athletics as well. And they do a fantastic job. They care about our kids, and they want to make sure that our facilities are the best around. So I just wanted to start off by saying thank you to them. Also, one of our seniors, Danica Shenna, has been doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work with our social media and all the graphics. So anything you see on Twitter and social media, Instagram with Saugus High School and athletics, I have to give all credit to her because I am certainly not the mastermind behind it. And I wanted to make sure everyone understood and recognized Danica for all the hard work she's put in. And then just for a fall update, we just capped off our last unified basketball game tonight where we recognized 3 of our seniors, Nick DeRosa, Max Muse, and Adriana Camillo. I do recommend, if you have not been to one of these unified basketball games, please next year get out. They're a fantastic event. A lot of our sports teams have come on and showed their support. We had football and boys soccer there last game, cheerleading and wrestling there was tonight. So it's a really good community event. We're wrapping up the remaining senior nights. Field hockey is actually taking place right now. And as Chairman Mr. Serino had mentioned, on Saturday at 6 p.m., our girls soccer team will wrap up senior night ceremonies. They are inviting all of the community, but we're really focusing on our youth girls soccer program to attend. They would love the girls soccer programs of the youth to be a part of the senior night ceremony, so if we could have you there in your uniforms at 5:40, we'll have the girls line up and take part in that. And then they are going to invite a few special teams out at halftime to play in mini games, so it should be a fun night if you're around 6 p.m. At Sereno Stadium. Overall, the fall has gone extremely well. A lot of our teams have worked hard, but more importantly, they're really showcasing their leadership within our school and the community. Our fall season has been highlighted by our girls soccer program, who is currently ranked 8th in the state in Division III out of 68 teams. They've already clinched the NEC Lynch Division, so we're extremely excited to see where they can go under April Martinez, who's our first-year head coach. This past month, we recognized 9 athletes of the month for each one of our programs. These athletes aren't necessarily the most skilled players on their team. They're in good academic standings, and they're great leaders within the programs and their community. So I just want to recognize those individuals. From volleyball, we have Brianna Feldman. Golf, John Morello. Football, Jordan Rodriguez. Girls soccer, Layla Manderson. Middle school cross country, Charlotte Reinheimer. Boys soccer, Johnny Castillo Avila. Cheerleading, Rihanna Rodriguez. And then unified basketball, Derek Oliveira and mentor Huey Josama. And these kids have been fantastic again throughout the school and the community, so I wanted to make sure they got that recognition as our September Athletes of the Month. And we'll continue to do that each month. Every program will nominate, coaches will nominate, as well as the athletic department will nominate students, and we'll showcase them as well. Our winter season is approaching. It starts the Monday after Thanksgiving. If your student athlete is interested, I encourage you to please make sure you sign up. We'll be sending out an all-call Blackboard email this week. Winter Sports Informational Night will be on Wednesday, November 13th at 5:30 p.m. in the high school gym. Some of the sports, or all of the sports that we're going to be offering this fall for the high school and the middle school: boys and girls basketball, both high school and middle school; boys and girls hockey; boys and girls indoor track; winter cheerleading; wrestling; swimming; and pending our District 5 approval, we're actually hoping to offer gymnastics this season in a co-op with Winthrop High School, which we're extremely excited about. And really the only other information I have is just a share. At the end of each season with our coaches, we'll be implementing a new evaluation process where the head coaches will be evaluated. We'll discuss a variety of categories that they'll be assessed on, and that will help moving forward to make sure that our programs are always in good shape, and that our coaches and myself are always have a similar understanding of what the expectations are. But that is our recap for athletics.
I'd like to thank you for the work you've been doing. I see an excitement around the sports now. I see more people getting involved. I see the youth getting involved,
Yeah.
right? The SYSA soccer is getting involved with the high school soccer, and I think that helps to keep kids here in Saugus, keep them engaged, what's happening. So I just want to say thank you, and thank you to the administration.
Yeah, same here. Like, I was at the breast cancer game for the girls soccer, and I saw all the young SYA, what is soccer? The young soccer kids, and they just love being there with the high school kids on the field, under the lights. It was an amazing feeling, so that's what we've been talking about there for a long time. We got to start reaching down to the youth groups and making them part of the high school. That's how you keep kids in the system. Like I said, basketball does a great job with that too. So I'm hoping to see other sports follow suit with that. So thank you very much for taking a lead on that. And gymnastics, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
Because I know that a lot of girls participate in that now, and it would be great to bring it back to the high school.
Absolutely.
So swimming. How's that going to work?
Swimming we co-op with the Northeast Voc. So some of these sports we do co-op with. Swimming we co-op with Northeast Voc, and they swim out of Woburn. So we just have to our students have to provide transportation to the Voc, and then the Voc will take them over to Woburn where they'll swim.
They don't have a pool anymore at the Voc?
And that's had a few cracks in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe in the new school. Thank you. And I do want to say a lot of these families are a big part in that success for the youth collaboration.
Yeah,
a lot of these families here, youth football, basketball. So again, as we've always mentioned, it's a community effort, and a lot of those families are here tonight. So I want to say thank you to them as well for
we
that.
want them to stay here.
Yeah, I see a lot of the same faces from baseball, basketball, soccer. It's the same parents and great group of parents, So it's always it's good to see that. So thank you to the parents. And,
Yes, thank you.
thank you, Matt.
Of course, thank you.
Anybody else?
So,
Yep, thank you.
So moving on to the presentation of the enrichment coordinators. Yep.
Leah, Soleil, Ben, Amelia, Ricky, Kylie, and Mario.
Mario.
Okay, Kyle will be here, then Amelia, then Leah, then Soleil, and Mario. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me here today. I've received such positive feedback from the Belmonte STEAM Academy leadership team, from the enrichment teachers, from the school community, and from the students on this program. So this program was so successful thanks to the stakeholders' involvement and support. Our program ran Tuesday and Thursday, 2:15 to 3:45, and included 13 teachers, 10 different enrichment groups, and about 210 students from grades 2 to 5. My goal today is to share some updates from the enrichment groups, hear from some students about the student experience, and then provide you with the timeline and enrichment club opportunities, kind of a sneak peek of what's to come next session. Starting off with our homework club with Ms. Caparelli. In homework club, the students recharged their minds and bodies with a few exercises and began their math and ELA homework. The goal of this club was to provide assistance for students to achieve proficiency and gain confidence on a few of the problems that were given to them from their classroom teachers. And here's Ms. Caparelli working with a small group of students. Another group that we just concluded was our mindful movement group with Miss Alba. In this club, 4th and 5th graders were actively working on connecting their minds and bodies through engaging activities that sparked creativity, teamwork, movement. They've been building movement patterns while setting goals for the school year, both socially and emotionally. In a supportive and fun environment, students were learning to move with purpose and form social connections, all while laying the foundation of lifelong wellness. We also had an SEL club with Ms. Hurley and Ms. Mazzone. And in this club, the students learned through engaging lessons and activities that included reading books, listening to music, building and coloring, making crafts. And the students learned about a variety of character traits, such as teamwork, citizenship, empathy, honesty, and responsibility. A lot of smiles in that cute picture. Another group was our Arts and Crafts Club, and in this club, the students used different mediums to create unique projects that are a reflection of their imagination and creativity. We also offered Girls on the Run, and this is a club that will continue until November 16th, so save the date. That's when they'll do their final run. And this program goes into our next session. The Girls on the Run inspired participants of all abilities to recognize their individual strengths while building a sense of connection in a team setting. Teammates are encouraging one another to continue building up endurance each time they get together. Students are working toward their lap goals to achieve growth, and at the end of the program, they'll all participate in that 5K, Suffolk Downs, November 16th.
It's nice to see racing coming back to Suffolk Downs.
Yeah. Basketball club with Ms. Bogdansky. In this club, the students learned how to shoot, rules of the game, and how to play defense. The players worked on offense and defense drills and finished each day by playing whole group games. And here representing the basketball club is a student who's going to share. Okay. How about I take this? Just lower it.
My name is Benji, and I participated in the basketball club. I really enjoyed the scrimmages and playing knockout, and our teacher was very fun.
Thank you. We had a lot of fun. Thank you, teacher. We had a lot of fun in that group. A lot of shots. Awesome job. Now you go to the end of the line. On to the next one. Follow me. Okay. The next club that I'm going to share is Book Club. This was a club that was offered with Mrs. Mullen and Ms. Cancelleri. Well, I'm going to go off. Sorry. So members of the Belmonte STEAM Academy After School Enrichment Book Club enjoyed 20 minutes of quiet reading each afternoon in a comfortable setting in the Belmonte STEAM Academy Library and Media Center. They also created their own mini books, which they read to members of the board game club. last week, and they each also authored and illustrated a second, more detailed adventure story. And today we have Ricky from the book club to share his experience.
My name is Eric, and I would like to share my book club experience. So I get to read and make books in book club. I like coloring and reading comics, and that's what I love about book club.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. And Soleil? This is our student Soleil, who is also a member of the book club.
Hi, my name is Soleil, and I am a 5th grader at the Belmonte. My parents enrolled me in their enrichment program. I wanted to do something I'm used to, like sports, something fun. Instead, my parents chose book club. At first, I was not eager to go. Reading wasn't something I did for fun. My parents would always take me to the library, and I would take the books home and leave them in my room for decoration. I started to read little by little, and fast forward to today, I enjoy reading, all thanks to my parents and enrichment.
Thank you, Soleil. Sorry, guys. I don't know what I've done. I'm sorry. The next club I'll speak to is our Theater Basics group. This was with Ms. Gravel and Ms. Panico. And as Mr. Hashem said, they did put on their production today. And in just a minute, you'll be able to hear from some of the actors and actresses that performed. So the theater students worked incredibly hard on rehearsing for their performance of Jungle Book Kids. It was a 20-minute production that featured songs and scenes from the musical. Students have been collaborating on scene work, choreography, character development, and so much more. And now we'll be hearing from Kyle, Amelia, and Mia.
Oh, he's got it.
Hello, my name is Kyle. I participated in the Theater Basics Club. I don't know if anybody saw my debut tonight this afternoon as Mowgli. Anyways, I'm here to talk about the theater club. I liked it because it worked on confidence and teamwork building skills, because I was on the stage a lot and practicing lines and memorizing them, and during the show it helped me build confidence, because I was scared at first, but then I got into it. So I really liked it. I think other kids will too.
You should stick with it, Kyle.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, right.
Thank you for sharing. All right, are you ready? Yes.
My name is Millie, and I participated in the theater. What I liked about theater was that I got to be on stage a lot. My teacher, Miss Gravel, and Miss Panico were very fun, and they helped me learn my lines. My name is Mia. I participated in the Theater Basics Club. One of the reasons why I liked it was because I liked acting in the play and making new friends. My favorite part about theater was being leader of the elephant tribe, Colonel Hattie, because he was known for being tough and everyone would listen to him.
Thank you. Their play today was outstanding. Yeah, just that bit. And one more group that we held at the Belmonte Student Academy was our board game club with Ms. Krasik. And I'm going to call Ms. Krasik over to speak about that, and then we'll hear from Mario.
Hello. So sorry. Good evening. It's
out.
nice to meet all of you again. So I'm Miss Krasik. I was in charge of the board game club. And this is our second year doing it, as I was part of the pilot series last year. And we more or less kept the same things, the same format. We came after school, we ate our snack, and then we broke out the board games. Part of the reason that I wanted to bring board games to our school is that it's one of those things where you need a lot of people to usually play board games. And if you're living at home and it's just mom and dad, you don't always have people to enjoy games with. So I thought, let's go ahead, let's get kids working on team building, rule following. There's the team building aspect, especially when you're doing some of the cooperative, collaborative games. For example, when you're trying to win against somebody else at Uno and you're trying to make sure that one person who's really close to getting that one single card, turn the game around. Overall, it was a wonderful experience, and I also made sure our students, we went ahead and we made some posters to show some of the games that we brought to the club this year. Some of them are very familiar, such as Uno and using some Legos. Others not as much, such as the Dogman collaborative game where you are trying to defeat the evil villains as one team. So overall, I think it was a very good success. And Mario here, I think he could probably speak to it a little bit more than I could. So, ready, bud? All right, let me move out of your way.
Mario, gotta get him.
Dear members of school committee, my favorite part of the enrichment club was Mario Monopoly game. Something I learned about the enrichment club is not to cheat while playing with others.
Not to get caught.
Would you like to join the enrichment club again? Yes, definitely. What did you like best about your club? My teacher. Is there anything else that you would like to say to the school committee? Principal, your enrichment teacher, thank you for making this club happen. Also want to thank the teachers, my friends, and I had lots of fun.
Good job, Mario.
Thank you to all the boys and girls that came and were able to speak and cheer from it. Right here. Thank you. Yes, I know. I don't even know what I've done. Okay. And now a sneak peek of what's coming up for our next session. So today concluded our first session, and our winter session will be November 11th through January 17th. We're planning to include 13 teachers, 10 different enrichment opportunities that will include about 170 to 200 students, ranging from grades 2 to 5. The Google Form link will be sent out from the Belmonte STEAM Academy office on October 28th, so be on the lookout for that. Some of the returning clubs for this session will be Girls on the Run, Arts and Crafts, Movement Mindset, Homework Skills, Book Club, Board Game Club, and Theater Basics. So you kids are in luck. And we have some new enrichment opportunities coming. We have a Belmonte STEAM Academy Kindness Club, Oodles of Music, and a winter holiday craft enrichment. So again, thank you so much for having me here and for your involvement. And thank you, students, for coming as well and sharing. You have a wonderful job.
Can you get a picture of you guys, the enrichment teachers, with the students up there?
Sure, do you want to take a picture? Okay, come over here. We'll go together. So then can you come here and put your foot on the side? And then Eric can here. So then would you mind going right over here in this window? Here we go. Kyle right there. And then come over here, please. Yeah, that's perfect. Here. Just take one step back next to Kyle. You come right here, and I'll go on the other side. So we look nice and just going to change the slide. So
Okay,
that,
you get a good slide up there?
yes, please. I'll just go back to the beginning one so it gets the most stick.
Perfect.
Sorry. Okay, one
Let me
side.
know when you're ready. Hold on a sec, give me 1 second. Good. Thank you all.
Thank you guys for
Thank you all
everything.
very much.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Mondella, do you want to go next for the vets?
I don't know about that.
I'll reset the
Not
slide.
compared to that, but really nice job, boys and girls. So first of all, I want to say what a turnout. This is amazing. It's nice to see all the students here tonight. I'm here to also just thank you for the opportunity we've had at the VELC in offering the enrichment program to our students, and just opportunities we were able to afford them at the Early Learning Center. Overall, I can report we had a really major success down at the Velk. My initial concern was just that after-school commitments with the littles, a lot of gymnastics, soccer, football, cheering. But we had 3 programs we were able to offer, so we were able to service about 30 students. We had initially had about 40 students enroll. About 10 parents decided for other commitments to make another decision, which helped us be able to enroll all the students who did apply. So that was a good feeling. We were well attended. We had very good student attendance, very few absences due to sicknesses. We didn't have any staff absences, so we never had to cancel any programs. Our offerings down at the Velk really targeted the developmental needs of our students. We had a sports group, we had a social skills group, and we had a social skills group through cooking. All the programs focused really on high leverage skills for our cohort. Sports really worked on sportsmanship, turn taking, just that gross motor skill development. Our social skills group really focused on self-employing coping skills, breathing techniques, and just social pragmatics from turn taking to just being a good citizen. And our social skills through cooking just really focused on collaboration, counting, planning, all that goes into cooking. So there's really lots of excitement with the young kindergarten and first graders just coming down and sharing food with me, seeing the red faces coming in after working hard outside with their sports program, and just going in and seeing some of the social emotional groups just focusing on different kinds of breathing and bubble breathing and blowing out the candle, which was just really well attended and just very exciting for the students. Student surveys, although probably the very first survey that these students have ever seen, just really 75% of our students reported they had fun. The data that was collected, some kids circled all the choices, but overall, they're fair numbers. They're fairly accurate. Best part, they all liked their teacher 100%. They did fun activities. 92% of the students reported that the activities they did were fun, and about 65% of the students reported that they'd like to do the enrichment program again. I did initiate a parent survey that I just launched this week with the conclusion of our first session, so I'm still collecting some early data, but overall satisfaction with 100% of the parents were very satisfied. Staff friendliness and professionalism, 100%. Parents reported excellent. Safety and supervision, 100% excellent. Scheduling and logistics, 100% yes. Drop-off pickup, very easy. And 100% reported that they would be interested in future enrollment, which was powerful. I asked about positive impacts that they felt the program had on their students. And the 2 big ones were just building those social skills and just confidence and self-esteem, which I think was a really big part of our program for the young students. Just some general feedback just that we can work on is just more updates on what's going on in the program. So just that'll be feedback I'll take for the next session, and just reporting, finding ways for teachers to just in the moment be sharing what's actually happening. But overall, the additional comments, they love the program. They're really thankful, and they're all looking really forward to the next session. Challenge for us just now is just trying to recruit more teachers to offer more programs for students so we can increase enrollment. It also just being able to increase enrollment for new students too. So we know the kids who were in it really want to join again, but finding ways to incorporate new students to enjoy the enrichment program and the opportunities that it offers. Our next steps, just in thinking about updating the winter offerings, we have increased our sessions from 3 to 4, so that's progress. So we'll have 4 programs, 4 different programs, which is great. We got to have a time to grow, so it'll be more of a gardening club where students will work hands-on with planting, growing, and caring. We're going to have a creative movement, which is going to combine like fitness and arts, a kind of a combination. We're going to have a Taste Buddies program, which is going to really focus on nutrition and just exploration of taste. And then a Natural Wonders, which will be more STEM-based, where kids will just explore the world and build in an exploratory fashion. So we're really excited about our new offerings and just the opportunity to even increase our enrollment by 10 to 15 additional students. Speaking with the superintendent initially, our goal was just from the beginning to the end to just continue to make a robust program. So we're confident we'll get there as the students and parents see how enjoyable it is for the kids and how much value it can add. And increasing the participation in offerings will be an ongoing mission of mine, just in recruiting teachers so we can increase student enrollment. And, you know, I'll continue to do that just through my communication platforms and just, you know, my coffee hours with parents and just kind of messaging it down and hoping that they can find gaps in their after-school endeavors to choose our enrichment program. So pretty low level, but we're really excited. It's really nice to see the kindergarten and first grade students just so excited to be after school and be parts with new friends. It's across classrooms, so they get to meet new friends, and it's really been a welcoming addition to the VELC, I would say, and to the Saugus community, so as we build this foundation. So that's all I have.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mondella.
Mr. LaVoy, you want to go next? And
You the enrichment guy too?
who? Mr. LaVoy? Yes.
Okay.
Good
No,
evening.
sorry, I didn't jump around.
Good evening. I'm Rick Lavoie. I'm the enrichment coordinator at the high school. And, you know, I want to first thank the committee, thank the town for the commitment to the students in Saugus. The concept of an enrichment program district-wide, when I first heard of it, I was excited. You guys know I've been around for a long time. And when I applied, met with the superintendent to kind of go over my concept of what we might have at the high school side, we kind of knew we were on the same page. We knew it would be an uphill battle to make an enrichment program kind of successful on its own, because we already have a very robust selection of activities for students to participate in, whether it be athletics or theater or a whole number of clubs that already exist. You know, you guys know the ones that are on the last page of the contract there. So, you know, looking at those options and kind of trying to do something that was mimicking what the other levels were having is what we started with. And I was able to have only 4 teachers kind of volunteer to lead a course, if you will. We had 3 run on Monday, Wednesday. We had digital photography, Mandarin Chinese, and we had, I'm drawing a blank here. Oh, tabletop games. And then on Tuesday, Thursday, we had a homework center that we opened up on our first floor for kids who needed, you know, extra help with whatever work they might be going on. And initially, we had about 35 kids and families reach out through a survey saying they would participate. But once we rolled the program out and we started, the numbers dropped. You know, sadly, I had about 10 to 12 kids total showing up throughout the week in different programs. And as I walked in and watched what was happening, I was like, oh, it's still worth it. Like, you know, we may not have the numbers that we want, but we know we've got a lot of kids who are doing, you know, whatever sport it might be, or that are in chorus, and the schedules just conflict. And we have other students who are doing things outside of the school district that hopefully we can get, you know, to participate in future endeavors. So looking to the future, we're still going to run those sessions like we had run. Surveys are going to be going out, or registration will be going out to students at the beginning of next week, and it looks like we'll run kind of the same courses again. A Mandarin Chinese might switch, that the instructor is looking, you know, at different possibilities, try to, you know, the students who were participating, she wants to give them something new. And we should be adding at least 1 or 2 more. In addition to that, after a conversation with the superintendent, once we realized kind of where we were, I said to him, you know, we have a lot of programs or activities that exist at the school that aren't part of our, you know, contractual activities in sports and athletics, things that kids have kind of initiated on their own, or certain staff members have initiated over the years that have grown into their own clubs, but they don't have like a budgetary support system. The instructor isn't A, compensated, number one. B, that there's no supplies. Like if they needed something to make their program successful, or they wanted to do an activity, there was no way to really create this this vehicle. So talking with this with this idea in mind, we looked at a way for these clubs that existed but weren't on paper to potentially become part of our enrichment program. And so we're working now towards that end to see if we can make that happen. We have a lot of organizations that I think students are interested in participating in but aren't necessarily publicized, because the staff member who might be running it or the kids who are running it don't necessarily know how to publicize that. So I'm going to try to take that on to my responsibility to help get more kids involved in these organizations and these activities so that our numbers will grow. Going to try to create a central calendar so that our clubs don't meet on the same days. If it's these niche clubs and kids want to participate in more than one program, they won't have to choose between one or the other if they happen to meet on the same day. Have the instructors of those, potentially say, I can meet this day instead of this day, so that more and more kids can participate. I walk around the high school side at the end of the school day, while the enrichment program is going on, and we have a lot of students who are, who at the beginning of the year at least were milling about and, not doing anything. And I would go up to them and ask them if they wanted to participate and tell them what we had. And I don't know if it was just too new or if it seemed too, maybe they expected their rides to be coming or whatever it might be, but high school students kind of flow differently. And so I wasn't able to inspire many of them to kind of, go to tabletop games or go to digital photography. I would ask what they wanted to. I have posters up on the high school side with QR codes so kids can suggest potential classes, and that has had very little feedback to this point. So it's kind of a work in progress still. We are expanding. We have more staff members involved. Like I said, we're opening up a couple more classes hopefully this year, this session, I should say. I'm expecting with the winter months coming in that we might have a few more students who are free and available to participate, so I'm hoping our numbers will go up. And we'll see what is going from there. If we have to pivot again, we'll pivot again. But the goal is, for me, working hard to try to make sure that we have more and more students getting involved. It's been a slow roll to start, but I have a few parent emails that have come in over the past couple of weeks saying, hey, what is coming on for session 2? So I'm optimistic.
You think after the first report cards come out, the homework club will go up a little bit?
I neglected to mention this, but I'm glad you had that great follow-up, because one of the shining successes of the entire thing is walking into that homework session close to 4 o'clock, academic resource help center. And there's 3 or 4 kids there, at 4 o'clock still. And they are working hard with the instructor there. It's mostly mathematics, but they want that extra help. They're fighting for that extra point on their grade by hard work, not by asking the teacher for an extra point, which is what we want, right? The instructor there ran an impromptu kind of PSAT help session in addition to working with the students who needed that mathematics help, and we had students there, so that was a great success. So seeing that, we're going to try to, and again, it's all on staffing, but we're going to try to get more teachers to give more of their time to open that up 4 days a week and year round, with the possible addition of a 30-minute homework help center in the morning. Before the contracted, day starts, before the student population. If teachers can avail themselves of that time, then there'll be a place where kids can go in and get help on their homework, or just have a quiet place to get some work done. A lot of our students are arriving to school fairly early compared to when we start. Yeah. And if they have a place that they know is safe and is, open to their hard work, I'm hoping they gravitate towards it. So, again, if we can get the staffing for that, I'll make additional posters and we'll advertise it, and hopefully we'll start to see those numbers go up as well. I'm stepping in to see if any